So in terms of trends for demand, there is a lot of things we could talk about. But I figured that in context of giving you information and in organizing that information in buckets so you could do something with that information, we have organized the information into 4 different buckets. Those buckets are what's going on with consumers, how would that impact your demand, what's going on with collision shops, mechanical shops, and then finally, what is e-commerce doing to our business? So consumer, we already talked about. 80% of the demand today is coming from do-it-for-me, collision shops, mechanical shops, mostly collision. Only 20% of the demand today is coming from do-it-yourselfers. If you look at the 80% of the demand, which is coming from installers, 70% of that demand is coming from the independent aftermarket. Now as I had said earlier, this is broad aftermarket parts demand. So let's see what's going on with collision shops then. There is 33 to 35,000 collision shops in the US. Right? There is some consolidation going on, which means that number actually is not significantly increasing. It actually is modestly decreasing. Flat to decrease is the trend. The other major trend going on in collision repair shops is there is some sort of integration going on. There are large collision repair chains. Large couple of years was 200 shops. Large today is 450 to 500 shops. But if you look at the top 4 or 5 multi-shop operators, they have all doubled in size in the last 2 to 3 years. All of them doubled in size. And that's not going to stop. They will continue the consolidation. But today, 80 to 90% of collision repair shops are still independent. They are not multi-shop operators. But that consolidation in the industry is happening. A couple of other very important items that are happening in collision repair shops. Number one, number of claims is going up. I'll give you specific data on the next page. Severity of the claim is going up, which means dollar per claim as measured over the last 5 years. We measure it every quarter because it's a very important metric for our business. What is going on with the severity of claim? Dollar per claim every quarter, annualized over the last 5 years, what's going on? So number of claims going up, severity going up, and maybe just to wrap this up, the DRP programs, which is an industry acronym for Designated Repair Partners, the DRP program is getting more and more popular with the insurers because the DRP provider has a heightened expectation from the insurer for the type of repair that they do and the amount of reporting that they do to the insurer. Why it is relevant is because the demand is coming from these collision shops. They are consolidating. They are participating more actively in a DRP program that will affect what they buy and how they buy. I want to spend a couple minutes on mechanical repair shops as well. Relevant information. There are 300,000 mechanical repair shops in the United States. 300,000. These go all the way from high-end dealership bays, which are automated, every bell and whistle is in the bay, down to a quick 5-minute, 10-minute quick lube. So if you take the 300,000 shops and you change it down to the relevant, likely customer for this industry, you narrow it down to around 130 to 150,000 shops, which will do the type of repair that your parts can go into. That is still a huge market. Consumers buying it themselves and doing oil changes and mechanical repair shops, all of those parts together is well over 100 billion. Only 6 billion of that, so 6% of the market, is in e-commerce. It is expected to grow to over 20% within 3 years. So this e-commerce will be a $23 billion market. 3 years from now, if you're not plugged in, you are really, really missing out.